For this being a man cave, they definitely had a lot of flu looking pillows for decoration in here. Just saying. Well, good morning. Came back out to the cabin and wasn't expecting it to start raining, but our goal today, or our original goal, was tear out the decking here, put plywood down, and then next trip we would frame the walls in, and then we could get the work on electrical and plumbing. And we may, I'm not sure how far we'll get, but we also brought my tractor, brought it in my dump trailer, so we're getting all the tear out stuff hauled off. But we're gonna, let me get some more tractoring done. I'm personally removing dead brush that was over here. Let me get that finished up and then we'll talk a little bit. Okay, I got this side cleared out, but I wanted to talk about the building real quick. Whenever we build cabins, and we built a couple at the coast, I don't like how they did this here. This is the floor joist here. This here is a beam, which is kind of cool. It's floating across the 6x6s. But the floor joist here, they actually put plywood on and then the siding. And we always take the plywood and the siding all the way down to the floor joist. And in this case, we'll probably take it all the way down to this other beam down here. But that ties everything together. If you think about a tornado or a hurricane or something, this the bottom plate, the bottom 2x4 here is just, they probably just nailed it down to here, so this whole thing could just lift off and fly off. But once you have that side force on it, you know, the plywood all the way down, it's nailed into this, and the studs that ties it all together. So I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, I know the siding's coming off because the windows are going to change, the doors are going to change. And we'll go with a lap siding on it. We'll have to figure out how we can tie that together, because I'm not sure I want to rip off and waste all the plywood that's behind the siding. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. The other thing I noticed is the rain drip line, which is I don't know if I told you, but man, this is sand. Look at this. I mean, it's just sand, this whole area out here. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, definitely different from where I live. But anyway, because of it, I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up, but the rain coming down has created a big trough right here. So we're definitely going to put rain or gutters up, which we're going to have to anyway because we're going to be on rainwater. So gutters a necessity. And then just scouting things out. I'm going to go up here. Look at how the plywood is flush with that 2x6, which would put it about 1.5 inches out from that rafter coming out. I'm kind of getting rained on. As we go further away, see the gap there? It keeps getting bigger as you go along. So I don't know what the deal. I'm gonna have to run a string down there. Either I'm gonna have to add to the rafter to get it to the board, or the whole thing is just like going a different direction. I'll have to cut the roofing and the plywood, but just kind of pointing that out right now. Like I said, the goal today was to rip out this because it's going to be our bedroom. This will be the bedroom. It's about, I think it's about 20, well, it's over 18 feet interior wall down this way. So we'll be able to go, I think we're going to come out 5 feet, build a wall all the way down there, which would 18 minus 5, that would make the bedroom 13, I think, by 14, which is very nice size. And with a 5 foot deep all the way across that 14 feet, we'll have a bathroom and a closet. But we're gonna get these deck boards off and then possibly put plywood down. I'd have to run into town to get it. Oh, and then we had another issue here. The 4x6s are on the outside, on the porch area of the floor joist. So I'm gonna have to put a double 2x6 or a double 2x6 sandwich with plywood to kind of make a beam like you would put over a door or a window, and run it across this side and that side. This side is flush. So those are the things. Like I said, getting these walls framed in, the other bathroom reframed, and getting the window and door openings framed to what we want. that's my trigger to get the electricians and plumbers out here, because the quicker we can at least get it overnightable, the faster we can work on it. Right now we're just making day trips, but if we can get it, we're going to spend the night, then I can bring my normal crew in and we can do some big heavy weekend work and get some serious work done. Anyway, I'm going to keep clipping along at this. Well, we got way more trash packed up than I thought we would. Thought it was going to take 2 solid trips, but we probably another half load to get the current trash out of here. Plywood, or the decking boards, are all off, and we're fixing to lay down some construction adhesive and put some flooring down. And I did get the board so we can fill that gap in. Okay, well we're done for the day. We didn't get all the floor decking installed, and I'll kind of show you why. So I was going to pick up the plywood while Frank was pulling the boards off. And when the boards came off, this was full of sand and leaves. And none of this, other than the columns, none of this is treated lumber. So we have, let me step back here. You can see where I put a 2x6 in here, because this one, you can see it's not treated. You can see it's starting to rot. So we went ahead and put this 2x6 up so we can put this plywood down. I'll still get this side replaced, which means we're not going to do this half, and it's starting to get dark. And then the same thing over here. I think you can see the height level here. So with this, I don't like this outer band being untreated, because it's almost touch. I mean, as stuff flows underneath, it's going to touch the ground. So anyway, we're going to get that replaced. Replace that beam right there with treated, and then we'll finish. And then this thing is definitely out of square. I'm not sure if I can eyeball it or not. Anyway, the other thing, somebody proficient, I don't know if you've already figured it out, but you're supposed to, when you're using plywood, not OSB, you got to run it this way, the long sheet this way. I got it running this way, and we just had to do it. There's no way around it. Not going to get into details, but we'll probably end up putting another 1/2 inch on top of this and run it this way to strengthen it, because as I'm looking, it is still a little bit lower than that, and this will be a doorway. So we'll get whatever plywood's going to make it even with the other side. But basically 1 day behind by not having the floor done. But I was still thinking a couple of trips. We're probably in 3 trips. We're going to have walls framed and can get the plumbing and electrical done. But that's it for today. It's getting late. We're tired. Got rained on. Y'all have a great day.